What's happening, my Jack family? Coach Scott here, jackedafter40.com. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some time-efficient and effective warm-up sets and workup sets for men over 40. If you enjoy this video, please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. Of course, I want to hear from you down in the comment section below, so be sure to share your thoughts and insights after you watch today's video. One of the biggest differences in how I work out today in my 40s compared to how I worked out in my 20s and early 30s is that back then I didn't pay any kind of attention to warming up. I just basically got into the gym, busted right into my working sets, and it's probably a reason why I dealt with some injuries back then and still kind of paying the price to this day because of that neglect for a proper warm-up and proper mobility work before getting into the training. And so nowadays I spend a few minutes getting my body temperature up. I spend some time doing some mobility work. I spend some time doing some workup sets, but I mean, I see some people taking it to the extreme where their warm-up is lasting 15, 20 minutes and it really cuts into your training time. I think a lot of that is unnecessary, so today I'm going to share the time-efficient and very effective warm-up and workup sets to help you get the most bang for your buck from the warm-up and from your workout overall. At my previous gym, I lived within walking distance, which was fantastic. A nice 5 to 10 minute walk to the gym was a great way for me to get my body temperature up, to get me mentally prepared for the workout ahead of time, and just get those feel-good endorphins going. Now I live about 20 to 25 minutes from the gym I'm training at. I'll get to the gym and I'll hop on the stationary bike for about 5 minutes. Again, all those same things, getting the body temperature going, just get me amped up for the workout ahead of me. After getting my body temperature up, it's time to move on to some mobility work. If it's an upper body day, I'll use a resistance band and I'll begin with 10 to 15 reps of the band over back. Just a great way to loosen up the shoulders, loosen up the pecs, even the biceps there as well. Just a great overall movement. So 10 to 15 repetitions there. Then I'll move on to 10 to 15 reps of band pull-aparts. Great for the shoulders, really great to engage the rear delts, the upper back muscles. And if I feel like I need a little extra work, especially if it is a back day, I may do some banded face pulls as well. And once again, 10 to 15 repetitions there, and I'll usually do this about 3 times. Only takes a few minutes to do, and these 2 to 3 movements here before an upper body workout have made a world of a difference in keeping me injury free, and also the carryover to the effectiveness of the training session as well. If I'm training legs that day, the first mobility drill I'm going to do is some leg swings. This is something I've been doing for the past couple of years, ever since I started going to the track with my daughter. She, after doing a warm-up lap, she started doing some mobility drills with me, and the leg swings just really helped loosen me up, loosen up my hips, the glutes, even my core overall. Lower back felt fantastic doing these hip swings, so I always like to begin my leg training with this movement. Next, I'll typically do some bodyweight squats, about 10 to 15 reps. Again, just great to kind of get that mental rehearsal going for any kind of squatting movement there. Sometimes I'll do some body weight alternating lunges, whether it's forward lunge, reverse lunge. Some people, if this is a movement that bothers you, your knees aren't so comfortable with it, you can pass on this one. But if I'm doing any kind of lunging movement that day, just some light body weight squats. Again, not too many reps here, just trying to get some blood flowing to those muscles. Now it's time to move on to your workup sets, which are incredibly important for men over 40 who want to stay injury-free with their workouts and continue living this jacked after 40 lifestyle for the long term. Now, some big benefits for performing these workup sets is, like, number one, it's great rehearsal and practice for when you get to that point where you're performing the working sets. It really allows you to get into a great groove with the movement pattern. It allows you to enhance that mind-muscle connection. Again, get the blood pumping to the target muscle there. So an example, let's use the bench press here. Let's say you're going to be performing 6 to 8 repetitions using 225 pounds. You'll begin your workup sets with just the bar. You're going to perform maybe 6 to 10 repetitions, and although this is light, I don't want you to be cranking out reps really fast. I want you to try to lift with the same tempo you will be lifting with when you're performing those working sets. After just lifting the bar, you can throw 25 pounds on each side, so 95 pounds here. Perform about, I'd say, 3 to 6 repetitions here. Then you'll strip that off and lift 135 pounds for, let's say, 3 to 5 repetitions. Then 185 pounds for another 3 to 5 repetitions. Here you're stopping well short of fatigue. The point isn't to burn out the muscles before you get to the working set. You're just trying to master that movement pattern and get those muscles used to feeling some tension. So really preparing them for the working sets. And then if you feel like doing 205 for 1 repetition or 2 repetitions, that would be fantastic. And then just get right into the 225. And now for leg day, let's say you're performing the hack squat and you're aiming for 6 to 8 repetitions using 200 pounds. You're gonna begin once again with just no weight on the machine here. Probably about 6 to 10 repetitions, controlling the movement, pretending as though you have your working set load on the bar there. So really using this as an opportunity to enhance your mind-muscle connection with the movement and get yourself into a great movement pattern. From there, you can throw a plate on each side. So working with 90 pounds here, again, feeling yourself pushing through the platform with your heels, feeling the tension in the quads, working through that range of motion that you feel comfortable with, and then throw another 25 pounds on each side there, working through the motion again, allowing your hips to open up, the knees going out, so keeping everything as though you are lifting with your working weight. Throw on another plate on there, so now you're working with 180 pounds here, so getting close to your working weight and performing about 3 to 5 repetitions here. So when you're working with the 180 and the 130 on the bar there on the hack squat here, 3 to 5 repetitions is going to be enough here. Again, you're not trying to burn yourself out here. You're not trying to cause any kind of fatigue with your thighs. You're just trying to get them into a good groove, get the blood pumping to them, and rehearsing the movement. So once you get into the working weight, when you have the heavier load on the bar there, there's no doubts in your mind. You know exactly what you're prepared to do here, and you can just focus on the movement itself and just getting through it with everything that you've got there. So that's the approach I would take with most compound movements. If it's an exercise like the lat pull down or a seated row, you may not need the full 3-4 workup sets there. You may be able to cut it down to 2 workup sets before you get to your working load there. Just depends on the movement and how taxing it is on your body. So some movements do demand a bit more rehearsal before getting to the working sets. When it comes to isolation exercises, probably only need 1 workup set. So especially if it's like a tricep exercise and you want to really get the elbow joint loosened up, even the leg extension, you don't want to just bust into lifting some heavier weight, but 1 workup set should be good enough just to get some blood flowing to that target muscle and to prepare yourself for the working load. So some of those isolation movements just don't require as much rehearsal before lifting the load, and oftentimes you're performing those isolation movements in the higher rep range to begin with, so it's not as demanding on your body. There's just not as much rehearsal needed. And that's how I perform my warm-up and workup sets to kick off my workout. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. You want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. More than anything, I want to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts. Are you going to incorporate any of these tips that I shared in today's video into your warm-ups and your workup sets? Or do you take a different approach to warming up before your workout? I want to hear from you down in the comment section below. Before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Jacked After 40. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. I will catch you in the next video.